Coach's Corner is your source. Baseball, football, soccer, and hoops. The Coach's Corner has the scoop. It's the Coach's Corner with Andy.
Covering Tri-State sports, it's the Coach's Corner with Andy on 92.1 The GOAT.
It's the Coach's Corner.
Hey, I'm Andy with the Coach's Corner. We're here with recent state champion Tanner Halling. He's a wrestler at Boonsboro. How's it going, champ?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for hanging out with us today. You have quite the impressive record under your belt at Boonsboro High School. You went 48-0 last year, or this past season, I guess you would say, right, for 2024. And a state championship under your belt now. You just won your first one. How are you feeling after that win?
To be honest, immediately after, I was kind of let down. I thought it would be more of an excitement because, it was a goal I was really working towards. But, obviously I was, looking towards the next thing. Nationals was right around the corner. So really, it was as soon as I got done states, it was preparing for the next thing. So.
Yeah. Well, what do they always say? The chase is always more entertaining than when you actually attain what you're chasing, right?
That is true. That is really true.
Yeah. So just to give people kind of a little bit of a idea of your successes over there at Boonsboro, you were I'm going to go back all the way to 2022. Now you've been on the varsity wrestling team all 4 years in high school. You're a senior. In 2022, you were first team all conference, also first team all county, all region, all area, and all state, right? And then in 2023, first team all conference, county, region, and area again. Pretty impressive. Have you always been into wrestling? Did you wrestle when you were younger?
Yeah. So when I was younger, I actually didn't wrestle first. I played baseball, then football, then I wrestled. And to be honest, my dad was a big baseball guy, so he wanted me to play baseball. But it was too boring for me. I couldn't stand out there in the outfield and do nothing. So one of my friends, I was just, was really aggressive, and one of my friends' dads, told my parents I should wrestle. And then, ever since then, I really liked wrestling. And then I took it really seriously. I stopped playing football and baseball, and I took wrestling really seriously. And that's when I, saw my growth.
So wrestling's a unique sport. It's a very popular sport in high school, and it's unique as in you're a team, but at the same time, you're trying to achieve individual goals, which is kind of cool. And I agree with you. The baseball, playing baseball can get boring. If you're not super into it, it can get very, very boring. I played baseball growing up too, so I know all about it, but never wrestled, so I can't relate with you there. But what kind of goals do you set for yourself when you started your this past senior year and season, and did you achieve those goals, having so much success in your previous years on the varsity team?
So you mean my goals for this year?
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. What did I say? Last year? I'm sorry. Yes. Your goals for this year. Yeah.
This year, really, my only goals are they're more team associated because I've done everything that that could be done individually, like state title undefeated, and so now I'm really focused on trying to get my team to a state region champ in the states and stuff like that. As an individual, Aaron Brooks, his record, I'm very close to it, so that's what I've been I want to break that. And so, I have Aaron Brooks, shirts and sweatshirts and stuff. And I root for him all the time, but, as soon as season starts, I'm gunning for that record. I'm coming for it.
As you should, right? As you should.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to meet Aaron before. He's a great guy and wonderful person. I'm sure he would.
Oh yeah, he's so nice.
I'm sure he would be super proud of you if you were able to break his record. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, he's super nice.
Yeah.
And then the other record would be me and my coach's nationals. The past 2 years, I've been going down there. I placed my sophomore year, placed my junior year, but I want to win it. And so that's really the goal me and my club coach has been talking about is going down there and winning that. And so that's a goal of mine. And so that's something I'm really going to strive for.
And that's the NHSCA high school finals. That's the nationals?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
It's like a month after states, and so that month is really intense training.
Yeah.
and really more focused.
Yeah, I mean, I looked a little bit over researching you here before we talked today, and I know you beat some pretty respectable wrestlers in those in that in the national tournament there with high school wrestling, and uh, I'm rooting for you this year, of course, and I think you'll succeed. I hope you win it.
Thank you.
The highest you placed was sixth, right?
Yeah, that was my sophomore year. That
Sophomore.
was fun. That was a
Yeah.
fun time.
Yeah, that was really cool. So not only are you kicking butt on the mat, but you are excelling in the classroom too, and that is so awesome to see. A lot of the high school athletes that are succeeding in their sport are also succeeding in the classroom too. I just want to let everybody know you made the first team MPSSAA all academic team recently back in 2023 when you were a sophomore, right?
Yeah, so my grades are pretty decent, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna give credit to my mom. She's a big stickler on that. So
Is she a teacher?
um, no, she's just a parent that's
Gotcha. That's good.
super
That's good.
super tough on the grades. So
Yeah.
if honestly if it wasn't for her, my grades wouldn't be where they are. So
Well, good. Good on mom. Hey, that's going to get you into awesome schools too. I mean, not only your talent alone, but when your academics are up there as well, you can get into some of the top colleges. When you have it all, better to have it all than only have one thing or nothing. So,
that's true. Yes.
yeah. So, looking over your information here, on I found a wrestling profile online of you, and you stated that you thrive under pressure, and you keep pushing regardless of the situation or how much pressure you're under. Is that something you got from your parents? You said your mom's pretty tough on the grades. Do they help push you in every aspect and kind of guide you along the way? Is that how you became like that?
To be honest, um it was the rooms I've been in. When I was a little kid, I would go to a club in West Virginia called Iron Eagles, and that was tough. It was a tough room with some really good kids. I'd get pushed. I'd cry every practice. Um, it'd be tough. It was super tough, and just doing all that. And I know one of my coaches, Tyler Sigler, always told me, your body's a machine. It's made to last. And so as a kid, I've been pushed and pushed and pushed, and now I got this mindset. I can go do anything, and I can push the score and score and score and score.
Yeah.
And so really when I go out there, I try to embarrass people. That's my goal, is to embarrass you.
That's
And
awesome.
so yeah, and so I try to go out there and I try to, beat you down as hard as I can and score as many points. And so that's part of the fun, just trying to go out there and score points. When you score points, it's fun. No one likes a 2-0 match. Everyone likes
Right.
to see some points being scored. So I try to
Right.
go and score points, and
So your teammates, I read your teammates were giving you a little bit of hard of a time because you hadn't won a state championship yet.
Oh no, no, the whole school was.
The
It was
whole school.
funny. Yeah, I remember my science teacher every day during class my sophomore year. I was undefeated, and so I would say this and nothing, this and nothing. And when I lost in the state final, she was like, and one. And so and so it was funny, and so and then everyone was super supportive. They're like, "This is your year, you got it," and so everyone was really supportive. And honestly, without those people, not making fun of me, but without those people reminding me that I lost, I wouldn't like be so motivated to win.
Right. They were just doing it to help you out, obviously,
Oh
and
yeah,
it seemed
100%.
seemed to work. So you got a state
Oh
championship
yeah.
now. Have any colleges been in contact with you yet? I know you might be restricted on what you're allowed to say, but uh, what are your future college plans? Do you have any coming up?
Yeah, I recently committed to Frostburg State in Upper
Congratulations.
Maryland. Yeah, thank you. And so I went up there for a visit, and it was one of those things that you know. And so I really liked the team and the coaches and the environment. And so I really liked it, and so I made my decision.
Yeah, Frostburg's a great school. I had a couple friends that went there and they really liked it. Plus it's kind of semi close. You're far enough away to
Yeah.
feel like you're in college, but you're close enough to home to where if you need to go home for something, it's right down the road. So
Oh yeah,
it's
it
a
was
win-win.
really cool going up there.
Yeah. So you talked a little bit about breaking Aaron Brooks's high school record, which you're very close to doing. How many wins away are you?
33.
Oh, okay. So very possible this season.
Yeah, he's 162 and 2,
Okay.
and I'm 130 and 2. So 33
Okay.
wins. And then hopefully, if I, once I don't lose, I'll break his win percentage record. And
Yeah.
so that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. So, do you have Olympic dreams, like to get to the Olympics like he has, or is that a bucket list item for you, or is that a career goal?
Um, right now, I would just say chasing the folk style goals. I haven't really done much freestyle. I went to Fargo this past year and I did pretty decent
Hmm.
because I don't really do much freestyle or Greco, but I feel like if I pursue it, I feel like I can do really, really good on the
Hmm.
Olympic scene.
Yeah.
Um, and if I choose to pursue it, I think I'll be there. I think I'll be one of the top guys.
So, what style of wrestling are you doing in high school now? You're mentioning the styles they didn't do in the Olympics. What's the style for high school?
Folk style.
Okay.
So
Okay. Gotcha.
so what they do in the Olympics is international style. So it's just, sort of the same, but there's a couple of different rules and a couple of different ways to score it. So
Okay.
um, I wouldn't say I've mastered freestyle yet, but I'm definitely it's one of my things I'm gonna work on.
That's cool. That would be awesome. So I do have one last question for you that I really wanted to ask, but forgive me if this question sounds dumb or silly. But I know being a wrestler or a real wrestler, do you like the fake wrestling?
But WWE,
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
No, not at all. I did some wrestlers that are professional wrestlers were wrestlers in high
Yeah,
school and college. So I always like to ask the question with the wrestlers I talk to. Some have mixed thoughts on it. Others are really into it.
it depends. I hate when people think that like that wrestling in high school is like that. I don't like when people think that the
Right.
same.
That's
Um,
entertainment. That's
yeah.
entertainment what they're doing.
Oh,
You're
it's
the actual
completely
sport.
fake. It's
Yeah. Oh
completely
yeah.
fake.
Oh yeah.
Um,
And if you don't know that by now, then something's wrong.
but some of it is cool. I've gone and watched amateur stuff sometimes. Like
Yeah.
there's some like things near me.
Yeah.
But obviously real wrestling's so much better. So much
Yeah.
more fun.
Yeah,
More entertaining.
I went to a few matches back in the day when I was in high school. I went to Williamsport. They had a pretty decent team. I'm not sure. I think our biggest wrestler there at the time in my class was Mike McGill. Do you know that name? Have you ever heard that name?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He wrestled. He did really well. And I went to a few of the matches, because they were really good, and that was the cool thing to do. And it's fun to watch. It's different. It's interesting. If you've never been to one, definitely get out to a match. Maybe come see
Oh
Tanner.
yeah,
Boonsboro.
Boonsboro versus Williamsport's always a fun one. We're big rivals,
Yeah, yeah,
so we
yeah,
go at it every time.
yeah. That's cool. So, you said before you got into wrestling, you did a little baseball and football. Do you follow
Hmm.
baseball and football, like the professional sports?
Football a little bit. Baseball, I can. Only name I
Still
can tell you is
boring.
Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper, that's it, and Shohei Ohtani.
There you go.
But I
Yeah.
follow football a little bit. I like my favorite team's the Bengals. I don't know
Okay.
why.
Hey.
It's always been the Bengals, and
All
so
right. They've
um,
always been somewhat decent. They're not having a horrible season. I mean, could be
oh,
better, but
they used to be terrible. They used to be bad
I remember
back in the Andy Dalton days.
yeah, Andy Dalton. That's what I was about to say. They also had oh man,
AJ Green.
yes, yes, yeah. AJ Green was the man. I loved watching AJ play.
Yeah,
That was about the time when him and the Lions receiver they called him
Calvin
Megatron. Yeah, Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson.
They were the two. Yeah, they were the two top receivers then, and they'd always be catching the headlines. But yeah, the Bengals are a decent team. They're doing all right. I'm a Commanders fan, so.
Yeah, I remember they made the Super Bowl. I had a Super Bowl party.
Hmm.
And it was really fun, and I had a bunch of my friends over, so
Yeah.
it was a cool time. I like seeing them win. Hopefully they get back on track this year.
Yeah, it's going to be tough though. The Ravens in their division and the Steelers are both really good this year, so it'll be. I think they have one of the most the best divisions this year, so we'll see how it works out for them. But Tanner, thanks for hanging out with us today. Good luck on your season coming up in your senior year. Hopefully you get yourself another state championship. Maybe we can have you back on through the season. Let me know when you get close to the record, and we can bring you back on, talk about that a little bit.
Understood.
Maybe I can reach out to Aaron and we can get him on with you, and you guys can talk about it a little bit. Maybe that's possible.
All right, yeah.
Who knows?
That would be cool.
Yeah, yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks for hanging out. Good luck. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, I'll see you.
If you'd like to be featured on the Coach's Corner with Andy, email coach at 921thegoat.com.